Hello, everybody. My name is Paxton, and welcome to another session of How to Improve Your Photos with Composition. This is a photo actually of me and my yellow umbrella, and this is taken in Chicago, just north of the river by the House of Blues. This is an advanced session, and we introduce a new concept called relationship. So first of all, if you've been watching me for any time, you know that we always ask, what's the story? And well, the story is me, obviously. I'm the one standing out from this sculpture, and actually, this is my umbrella. And the umbrella says Atmosphere Weather. And Atmosphere Weather is an app that I developed. I developed two apps. One's called Drive Weather. That's the popular one, but Atmosphere Weather is a general purpose weather app. It's a very visual approach to the weather. And if that intrigues you, I would recommend you download that. But Drive Weather is a really cool one too. If you're driving anywhere, it tells you the weather along the way. But enough of that. You didn't tune in to listen to me talk about my apps and how great they are. At least I don't think you did. So let's get started. First of all, what is the story? This is interesting. The story is, obviously me because I stand out from the rest, right? That's the obvious story. But it's also here's a new word for your composition library, the relationship between this character and the group. I stand in contrast to this sculpture. As you perceive it, you look at the difference. I would say that this is the story right in here. But we have another story right here. We only want one story because what's going to happen is your eye's going to look at this relationship first just by the sheer volume of people. But then if we leave this guy in here on the left-hand side, we're going to allow the viewer to look at this relationship. We just have one significant relationship in our lives. We don't like to share our relationships with people, if you know what I mean. All right, let's get started. So actually, this photo was taken by a passerby, and she did all right, although I got a weird expression on my face. Anyway, so first off, if you've been watching my videos, you know I'm just going to do this right away. And on the top, we have the buildings. It does give a nice background city feel. It would be great if those were a little bit blurred, but that wasn't the case. I'm just going to pull it down a little bit just to minimize it because that's not the story. That's just the background setting. As I said, we just want one primary relationship in our lives. We're not two-timing anybody, so we're going to do that. And I'm going to try and keep the same distance from the bottom of my foot to the edge of the photo at the bottom and the left side of the umbrella to the edge of the photo on the left. So it's equidistant. And that provides a little bit of symmetry and balance. You see the bottom right, the very bottom right, we have this contrast area. It's very minimal, but it annoys me, and I don't like to be annoyed. So in that case, we're not losing anything if we get rid of it. There we go. And we're going to call that done. As you look at this photo, you're looking at myself because I stand out with that big yellow umbrella and that funny look on my face. And you look at the relationship between the rest of this sculpture. And I would say that's much better than before. This is cropped pretty much the same way, but leaving the guy on the left there. And you could look at this and you might think this is okay, but I think this is just clearer. It's just less effort for the viewer to think about what to do. It's just immediate, the relationship, as opposed to this where we're first going to look at the statues on the right, and then we're going to go to the guy on the left, and then we're kind of like, well, what should we look at? This takes away that question. And then if we look at the original, you could see how with all the extra foreground totally unneeded, taking out that foreground just focuses in on the story that we want to tell, which again is my app called Atmosphere Weather. Just kidding. All right, I tell you what, instead of liking and subscribing, I'll let you off the hook for this one time. I want you to go to Drive Weather, search on your iPhone or your Android phone, and download the Drive Weather app and check it out. And, leave a good review if you like it, or if you like these videos. Atmosphere Weather too if you want, but Drive Weather is the one that sells. Anyway, hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you in the next video.